The last is a true rarity, dwarfs in the quill foil, so small that the whole plant is the size of a $50. Grows only on Mount Washington and the nearby Franconia Range. Mountain Avens, Alpine Bluette, Dwarf Cinquefoil, Alpine Azalea, Moss Plant. A masked shrew, little more than 4 inches long from the nose tip to tail end, feasts on a grasshopper. 6 species of these voracious little mammals live on or near Mount Washington, mostly in crevices, under rocks and plants. This is the masked shrew. A close-up look at it. Yep, that's the masked shrew. The crisp lines of cube-shaped granite blocks lying near New Hampshire's Crawford Notch indicate that they have only recently split off and fallen down from the cliff sides above. You know the rocks? Mist hung, cloud-shrouded, the valley of the Zealand River, southwest of the Presidential Range, evokes the elemental forces that pervade the White Mountains, a variable weather and rushing water in a setting of tumbled rock and dark evergreens. Moss and lichens and firs share a living among the bedrock outcroppings in the Great Gulf. In a dense mountain top mat of crumb holes, black spruces dwarfed by the harsh climate are no taller than foot-high boulders among them. At 2,500 feet in Zealand Notch, big paper birches thrive in highland forest dotted with mountain aster, bunchberry, and wood ferns. So-called erratics, boulders carried by glaciers from sites further north, litter the ground and make footing difficult even in this relatively placid setting. This is paper birch. Boulders inched back each winter by expanding ice, lying the shores of Spalding Lake beneath a low-hanging canopy of mist and rain. See? Through ice-cleaved and chunks of granite, the Zealand River wends its way in tired cascades. Running wild after unusually abundant June rains, the Ellis River in Pinkham Notch surges far beyond its banks, engulfing streamside boulders and trees. When such violent floods occur, a stream may change its course, cutting new channels in its haste to get downhill. Exposed weathered granite forces glint amid woodlands on Table Mountains, south of the Presidential Range. Morse listens the fractured surface until eventually heels off in cheese, man aching for slippery, dangerous footing. Ew, I want to break my bones when I slip and fall. Near the summit of Mount Washington, layers of folded rocks spun with yellow lichen so how pressure and heat transform the horizontal beds of shale into controlled schist. On a much grander scale, the mountain itself is just a warp in the Earth's crust. Debris of an old landslide in the Great Gulf is partly swallowed by forest growth. Landslides occur in the White Mountains when rocks weighted by water and loosened by frost break away over a large, steep area and then tumble destructively downhill. A surrealistic landscape of bare rocks called Felsheimer literally Sea of Rocks covers Mount Washington and distant peaks of the Presidential Range. Heaved out of bedrock by frost, the huge boulders are tests to the ferocity of the climate that followed the last ice age. All the rocks. A common loon on a New Hampshire lake demonstrates its submersibility by sinking partway underwater while its mate prepares to take off. See the mate taking off? And there he is. A rare daytime sight in New England is the rippling black coat of the night-hunting fisher, seen here loping off through a Vermont wood. See there?